professionals to match needs with opportunities. You look at what resources you have in a community and you match them up to achieve the community's economic development goals. I think a lot of small businesses get tripped up by their first conversation at a city. Oftentimes they target a regulatory persona in a finance department or a planning department, and they get a very stringent read on what the rules are. Economic development professionals look at opportunities differently, and they try to figure out where this business or this opportunity will fit within the community.
We all have different goals that we want through the project. My clients have different goals than possibly what the community or the city has, and so finding a bridge between all of them means that all the stakeholders need to be at the table from day one.
We want to engage with the economic development staff in the markets that we go into sort of all throughout the process. And what I mean by that is certainly at the beginning, as we're thinking about where are we going to put a new next base location. We want to know, we engage with the economic development staff early. We want to know the stats and the figures and the demographics and all that kind of basic information that they're able to provide.
As soon as we make the determination or narrow the short list of potential locations, I make that call. I think that the sooner you engage economic development, the better position for me, the better position my client is in moving forward with operating within a municipality.
There is definitely a bridge between what economic development does, looking at all aspects of community, looking at aspects of the private sector, looking at aspects of a tenant requirement, let's say, and me as a planner, what I do, and then trying to bridge all that.
Economic development professionals are an ally for you as you start or scale a business in the community.
We use economic development on all of our projects, so it's I can pick any of my projects, right? I can go from Redwood City or some of them in San Jose, but economic development is that liaison between staff and the development community that seems to kind of bring it together, that understands both sides.
Working with economic development professionals, the goal and objective for me is often self-serving. I want my clients to get better service, and I think the best way for me to bring that to the table is to engage with economic development professionals early on in a process.
Let me use San Mateo as one city where the economic development director and his staff and all of the staff of the city of San Mateo pulled together. We went in there with an idea for a piece of property that has been vacant for 21 years, and they were very excited to finally have a special building that would be the gateway to San Mateo. They helped us, they lined the street, helping us get this building in shape. We have entitlements in less than a year. We're starting to build in June. That would have never, ever happened without the economic development behind us.
I think it's important to note that not all cities have economic development professionals, and my word of advice to those communities would be to have one. In my industry, I do site selection for major companies or even smaller companies. Most often they're manufacturing companies. And the Silicon Valley Manufacturing Roundtable is really a collaboration of public and private institutions pulling together resources to try to retain and attract manufacturing to the Bay Area.
Broker breakfasts are a great vehicle for me to meet a variety of people in the real estate world, and I really appreciate the fact that usually the economic development directors are there presenting the latest and greatest news of what's happening in their city. And I get to see them firsthand. I introduce them to myself to them so that when I do have a question, they know who I am and what I was. And I have probably done at least a half a dozen deals based on the information I've gotten there or the people I've met at those events.
Creativity and collaboration.
Improving quality of life.
Advocate for businesses.
Creating opportunity.
Changing the rules.
Convening the right partners.
Empowering ideas.
Embracing the future.
Not taking no for an answer.